Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. All right, so we're looking at these trend lines right here. We have support right here. We have support right here. That's giving me this uptrend going like this. And then we have support right here and support basically all in this area right here. We're getting support on that line right there. We broke that trend line going to the downside. So I did a trend line going to the downside right there from this resistance and this resistance area right there. Basically, until we break this trend line going to the upside, I'm assuming that we're basically kind of heading down or at least trending down. We also can do, like if we go into the 1 hour time frame, we also have like a trend line going something like this. So we could basically watch these trend lines for a break to the upside, for a signal that we're changing direction, or at least we're going straight and we're about to retest going to the upside. I mean, we're either about to test going to the upside or to the downside in this bigger pattern or bigger trend, should I say, trend lines. So that's basically what I'm watching in a nutshell. But I was also watching the Fibonacci retracement levels. Once we broke that trend line right here, I started taking a little bit of profits and starting to be a little bit more cautious and started setting up limit orders in general. It kept on faking us out, going to the ups. It like went down and then it went up and then it kind of went in this little triangle. So let's see what it does right here. What I'm thinking though is we had a Fibonacci retracement. We were looking at something right here. We can maybe go to the 4 hour time frame, get those candles a little thicker, and we can kind of get a better idea of where the trend starts, something like this. And so I was looking at this trend right here. We broke that trend right there, and this is where I set up my Fibonacci levels. But I'm not so sure if I got this right, guys. So I had my limit order set right here, and we pretty much broke through the 50% level. This is what's kind of making me think that I might have been wrong on this. So I think I might have talked about this in my last video too, is that we might have wanted to target the bottom of this trend here from right there on the Fibonacci sequence. So as you can see, when we go into the 38% level right here, we got support right there and then support right there and support right there. And then we broke below it. Now we're testing the 50% level. We have this 180 moving average right here on about 0.258. It's in that area, but it looks like that's coming in that area right there. If it can hold support on 258, then this will kind of tell me that I think I did the Fibonacci sequence wrong, and now I learned a lesson that you do it from the, like, I think you do it from the bottom, but the bottom. So yeah, that's why I say you guys should do it on your own charts and kind of try stuff on your own charts. But so I'm thinking that I might have had the sequence wrong. Either way, I was trying to dollar cost average in this triangle pattern right here. If we take out this triangle, we basically, like I was saying, we had this uptrend right there and we had this downtrend. I was just trying to dollar cost average in general. So if we get a bounce on any of these levels and we start bouncing out, then I'm not trying to buy in back at this trend line at all, instead of trying to dollar cost average in this area. I'm not saying that we're going to break out to the upside for sure, but I'm kind of betting that we might, and I'm kind of dollar cost averaging in general. If we break to the downside, then I'll still have I'll be ready. Like if we broke this trend line going to the downside, I'll be ready to buy up these support levels as well. You know what I mean? So I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm not going all in on anything, but I'm hoping that we get a bounce, and in general, crypto starts. That's why I bought at these levels. I'm hoping that we get a bounce out of here and maybe continue this trend line going like this. We haven't broke this trend line right here yet. So I'm still kind of thinking that we might still be in an uptrend, but like I've been talking about, we never broke these previous resistance. We never broke these previous resistances yet, or we haven't yet anyways. I was kind of hoping we could like come up here and retest this area and then, keep going on so we could get some higher highs. But it looks like we're still kind of in this downtrend, or we're still kind of bouncing to the downside. We're still going to have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, if we look at the total crypto market cap, that's another kind of thing that's kind of interesting that we've been watching. And I've been talking about this channel right here. Let me show you something like this. We had this upward channel going something like this. And I was saying until we break this bottom trend line going to the downside, then we don't really have to worry about it. And it looks like we broke it to the downside, guys. So basically what I was watching is we have resistance. Let me delete these so you can kind of see me set them up. We have resistance right here at this resistance. We have resistance right here, and resistance right there. That's giving me this trend line going something like this. And then we have resistance right here and resistance right here. I'm looking at a trend line going something like this. So we have a couple of trend lines already that we have to break. And then we're also, it looks like we're forming new ones too. So in general, I'm not really sure where this is going to start breaking back to the upside, or if it's just going to be a quick fake out. Or not, but we did break the trend line, and like I said, until we break that one, then we don't have to really get worried. Looks like we're getting a little bit more on the bearish side. We're on the downtrend side, so maybe we might want to be looking at previous support levels, something like right here, or maybe previous support something down here even, but we won't know until we start breaking through this one, and if we need to look at this one, or if we even can keep trending down. If we do go into like the hourly time frame, maybe we can look for some support levels. We have support right here, and support right here. Maybe look for something like that as maybe a clue to when we're gonna get a bounce, something like this. So maybe we're looking at falling wedge. Maybe we'll break to the upside. Maybe we'll break to the downside and have to retest this bottom support right there. In general, be watching this trend line right there, and then after that this trend line right there. If we could break out of those, then we'll be looking good. If we break this bottom support right there, which it looks like we're testing, then I'll be watching this area right here. And then yeah, this is a total crypto market cap, so in general I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of things are looking red, which they are. It looks like we have some Doge is -8, Link -9, basic attention -8, XRP -8, Matic -9, Engine -11. There's a lot. See a lot of these ones that I have on my watch list. Atom -10. I'm gonna have to be watching, and these are all limit. These orange lines are where I have limit orders set up. So yeah, so I guess some of my limit orders got filled though. That's probably good. Which is cool. So yeah, getting some more. I think that's basically what I do in these downtrends is try to set up orders where I can buy back or make more of the crypto, start accumulating different ones. I don't know where we're going to get a bounce at or how far it's going to go down, if this is a bear market or if it's just a quick bounce on the way back up or what's going on. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think I'm still pretty bullish on crypto in general. That's why I'm still getting it, obviously, and still making videos. And yeah, I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming with crypto. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.